Hey, hello, what's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to teach about what are all the combinations that you need to know in order to purchase the property. So before beginning, if you guys not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and click the like button. And if you guys have any doubt of watching this video, please do mention that in my below comment section, okay? And yes, please like and follow my Facebook community page, Parikshith Astrology also. So let's begin. Now, first of all, in order to purchase the property, you need to see these houses that I'm going to tell you now. So the first and most important house is the fourth house. So if you want to buy the property, so you need to check whether you are running under the Madasha of the fourth house lord or the planets placed in the fourth house. Then you need to check the sixth house. Why sixth house means sixth house represents loan. So whether you will get loan from the bank or not can be seen from the sixth house. So obviously fourth house represents your land or the property that you are going to purchase. Sixth house is the loan, whether you'll get loan from the bank or not or from any other person. So the next important house is the eighth house. Why eighth house means? See, eighth house represents your inheritance. So whether you'll get the property from your parents or from any other person like grandparents or your spouse. So that is dependent upon the eighth house. Now, the next important house is the 11th house. Why 11th house means 11th house represents the gain from the property. So suppose, let's say, for example, if you buy a property and you should get some gain from that property, right? So that's why 11th house becomes most important. Now, the next important house is the 12th house. Why 12th house means? So 12th house represents the investment made on that property. So if you want to buy a property, you need to give the money to that particular person that you're buying the land. So that is the loss of your money. So when you give the money, it will be the loss for you, right? But on behalf of that, you'll buy the property. So that's why 12th house becomes the most important house in case of purchasing the land. So the important houses are fourth house, which represents land or property. Then comes the sixth house, loan from bank. Then comes the eighth house, which is the inheritance. Next comes the 12th house, which represents loss or the money that you have given on behalf of purchasing the property. So these are all the most important houses. Now coming to the combinations. So when you see the combinations, you need to check whether you are running under the Mahadasha of the planet sitting in the fourth house or the fourth house Lord Mahadasha or even the Antardasha or even Pratyantadasha. That becomes the most important part of your life in order to purchase the property or land. Now, after that, you need to check the sixth house Lord Dasha or the planet placed in the sixth house, which represents whether you will get loan from the bank or not. That means the approval from the bank or not in order to purchase that property. Next comes the 11th house. Here I am not taking the 8th house because I am telling in terms of the independent person who is taking the property without the support of anyone. Okay, so 11th house represents the gain from that property. So if any planets placed in the 11th house or 11th house Lord Madasha running means definitely you will buy some movable asset. Now next important house is the 12th house. So see, alone 12th house is not good. That means that, let's say for example, if you are running under the Madasha of the 12th house Lord, and in Antardasha, if you run fourth house Lord Dasha, that's good for purchasing the property. But if you are only running under the 12th house Lord Dasha and not at all running under these Mahadasha lords that I've told, or the planets placed in the these houses, that means that you won't get any property, you'll get loss. Now coming to the combinations, guys. Now let's say for example, if your fourth house Lord is placed in the Kendras like first house, fourth house, seventh house, or 10th house, then definitely you'll buy a property, guys, during the fourth house Lord Dasha or Mahadasha or Antardasha, anything. Now, another combination is when fourth house Lord is placed in the nakshatra of the planet ruling the fourth house. That means that, so let's say for example, your fourth house Lord is Venus. Okay, so if Venus is placed in Bharani Nakshatra or Purva Palguni Nakshatra, then it's very good. So you definitely buy property. Now, next important Mahadasha is the 11th house Lord planet Mahadasha. So if you are running under the 11th house Lord planet Mahadasha, then definitely you can buy good property. Now, another important is the planets placed in the 11th house. So if you are running under the Mahadasha of planets placed in the 11th house, then definitely you will buy the property. Of course, you need to check which houses they are ruling. Let's say, for example, if they are ruling the houses like good houses, Kendras or Trikonas, then it's good. And even the second house lord, it's good. But 6, 8, and 12. Here, 6th house is also good because you'll get loan from the bank and you will also build a very good house. Now, let's say, for example, if the planet is the ruler of 3rd house lord or 8th house lord or 12th house lord sitting in the 11th house, it's very bad in order to purchase the property or build a house, anything. Now coming to the other combinations. So other combinations are if 11th house lord is sitting in the 2nd house, 4th house, 6th house, or even in the 11th house itself, then that shows that you will definitely buy a property or land. Now another combinations are if 4th house lord is in the 3rd house, then you need to purchase a land far away from your home or the birthplace. Now, if 4th house lord is in the 8th house, then you'll get an ancestor property. And 4th house lord is in the 12th house, you'll get settled in the foreign land or foreign country or far away from your birthplace. Now, coming to the summary. So, the most important houses are 4th house, 6th house, 8th house, 11th house, and 12th house. 4th house represents land or property, 6th house represents loan, 8th house represents ancestor or inheritance, 11th house represents gain from property, 12th house represents the money that you are giving to purchase the particular property, which represents loss for you. Okay, so these are the things which are responsible for purchasing the property. So, yep, this was my analysis of purchasing the property in Vedic Astrology. So, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe below, or else I'll see you in the next video, guys. So, if you want any consultancy, please to contact to my given below WhatsApp number, or else you can even mail me also. So, until and unless, thank you, bye bye, love you, take care.